Because a woman that is in love, when a woman is in love, she doesn't love herself. If you love yourself, your head will be correct. But if you don't love yourself, your head will not be correct. If you are looking for love, you cannot have sense when you don't love yourself. If you love yourself, if something is going wrong, you will run for your life. You will save yourself. You won't wait for somebody to come and save you. Let me just recap a little bit. The woman is based here in America, dating a man. Married to a man. They are both Yoruba people. The man is said to be a serial divorcee. And she got married to the man. She saw what the man did to the ex-wife. But she went ahead, according to people. But when I heard the story, the woman did not just marry the man. The woman saw the man as an angel, because it came at a very vulnerable moment when she had an accident and she was on a wheelchair. So that was when the man came into her life, and the man promised that he was going to marry her, and they married. And 10 months after they married, 10 months after they met, she as a citizen filed for the man. So the man's document and his children is pending. The man has 5 kids, but living with 4 kids that she took in with the man. They are all living together. So the man has been abusing this woman constantly, abusing her constantly, until this video surfaced online, where she showed evidence of where the guy, there was even other picture I saw on another page, on another blogger's page, where the man really beat her seriously. You could see the mark on her face. And I wonder why somebody will allow herself go through so much abuse here in America, where there is law. So the guy came out. Let me just play the guy's video briefly. The husband has come out and, to debunk what she said. The man said they are still together. You saw when I put a video, an update out of recent, few minutes ago. Thank you, Titi Lola Falono, Eshema, where I said, be careful of men who know how to sing. Is one of the reasons I posted that thing. Kwam one is another reason. Men who know how to sing, who know how to use Fuji to sing, run from them. Won't be more. Well, they call it phobia. If I'm walking for it. All right, thank you, Bukola. So let us listen to the guy.
About your wife, your family, anybody. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
The guy is speaking in Yoruba. I will translate, so don't worry, okay?
Mo receive a lot of calls, Mo receive a lot of calls, Latalian, Latin, and then I've already concluded my mind. Like I said, I will never below myself to come to social media, come and say anything bad about my wife. Never. I will never do that in my life. Because
he's speaking English, so you can get something from it.
To so anything negative about your wife, your family.
Let me pause here. I saw a video on social media where somebody was castigating that lady for coming out to speak. Things were getting so bad. That video, I learned she was not the one that threw the video outside. She sent the video to some people, to family members and friends, that CEO, this is what this man has been doing. I've been covering him for so long. And that video came outside. And somebody was blaming this woman for allowing the video to come outside. Is it that we'll wait for somebody to cry because you are married? Now this man is saying he will never say anything. Okay, Ada, okay. He will never say anything negative about the wife. Okay, police was involved at a point.
about your wife, your family, anybody.
Big manipulator is a
you,
narcissist. That guy is a narcissist.
Anything bad
He's a
about
player.
him or her. If you forgot or you forgive yourself, don't forget that Facebook, media never forget and media never forgive.
Media will never forgive and forget, and we need something like this. Anybody that will, even if it is a woman, let them expose them so that other people can be careful to teach other people lesson. You don't lay your hands on people. They are not your children. They are not your maid. So he's trying to say they shouldn't have brought that video out, because even if family forgets, social media will not forget. Then why did you do an act that you are ashamed of? Why are you doing something that you are not proud of? This is nothing but manipulation. Nothing but manipulation. Damage control.
Orí media ò kì í gbàgbé, kò dẹ̀ ní sọ pé ẹ ti gbàgbé, ẹ ti parí ẹ̀, ó ti wá tán, no, ó máa padà mú wá.
If you guys should if the lady should forgive you, if the lady, that's a problem. Oh, we are not saying she should not forgive. If that lady should embrace you back, ó fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọkú ni, because a leopard will never change his spots. An abuser is an abuser. A narcissist is a narcissist. A womanizer is a womanizer. It is an attitude, it is a habit that you are used to. Nobody can change it. Nobody. So if the woman let her forgive you. But the people that throw the video outside, I'm sure they throw it outside for a purpose to warn others. And probably that will make the lady too to wake up that she's under bondage. The same person that is saying they shouldn't bring something outside to the social media brought the first wife, embarrassed the first wife on social media, mess her up. It is now he's saying they should not bring something to social media because he doesn't want people to advise that lady.
That's why I will never come to social media.
Nancy, I'm fine.
To come and say anything about my family.
Then why did you bring your first wife to social media initially? The one that has children for you. 4 children. How many children? Only before. You brought her outside. So it is now. You don't want to say anything about your family. You don't want people to advise that lady. You don't want people to talk to the lady, to talk sense into her. Because a woman that is in love, when a woman is in love, she doesn't love herself. If you love yourself, your head will be correct. But if you don't love yourself, your head will not be correct. If you are looking for love, you cannot have sense when you don't love yourself. If you love yourself, if something is going wrong, you will run for your life. You will save yourself. You won't wait for somebody to come and save you. You will not wait. You will not even wait for somebody to advise you. You will advise yourself. You will ask yourself questions. Call yourself by name. Adunni, Shenu Edunbi, Oti. Ibi ito wa in another many years. She changes in wa. Oti. Ibi ito wa. She bo she fe wa re. Oti. What do you want to do? What are you supposed to do? You can call it self-reflection, maybe. But there is a name they actually call it, where you ask yourself questions. You like you are talking to somebody. Oh man, it helps a lot. It will make you have clarity and help you to know what to do.
My friend, my wife, because she's still my wife.
Really?
She's still my wife. We are still living together.
That woman is still your wife, Kay?
Inside this house.
That woman is still your wife? Ha! That woman is still your wife?
I will never come and say anything. That's number one. But purpose of my video this morning, when we pay video, it's a blackmail.
Blackmail.
And then if I don't say anything about it, I want lovers, I want friends, I want olólùfẹ́, I want to need that money no wa. Come on, lose Okanlomo. I need to come out, say just a little thing about it, not deep. The first video, only video come down on Bekiri, wife from the hospital, or tight in his stroke, and also back on. Let me clear.
He said The video is blackmailing video. That people are saying the wife has a stroke. Hold on. I want to show you the woman in the hospital. Me, I don't know them. Oh, it's because their video is trending on social media. So I'm not talking for the woman. But hold on, let me show you the woman in hospital, where her speech is already slurred. So definitely she had an attack, and hopefully she's getting better. But in that video, it is obvious that she had an attack. Okay. Let me forward it. She said it was blackmailing video. I mean, he said. Tí gbogbo wọn sọ pé àwọn mú dúpẹ́ pé àwọn mú ẹ̀mí àwọn jáde, mi rò pé wọ́n pa irọ́ ni. Mo ti wọ́n tán o. Mo tún try gbogbo nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọ̀kanlọ́mọ mo yọ̀ǹda o. Mo yọ̀ǹda o. Kò ṣàánú mi o. Irọ́ ló ń pa o. Mo ti nọ́ọ̀sì a lot of things gan. Mo nọ́ọ̀sì ẹ̀ tí mo mú mọ́ra. Ìgbà tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ ìyẹn mo ń sọ nǹkan tó dùn mí ò parọ́ rọ́mọ o. Can you hear the way she's talking? The guy said he's blackmailing. That is blackmail. Some people are trying to blackmail him. What they want to blackmail him with, I don't know. How they are blackmailing him in this situation where the woman is in hospital, saying that he got her to that stage. I don't know.
For you, because I'm in the video, hello, hospital, only hospital, hello, hospital. My wife goes to the hospital. Like I'm talking to you. Goes to the hospital, and then
she has been discharged. She has been discharged. He said the wife is not in hospital. Is that not picture of hospital, video of hospital that we saw? Hospital bed, hospital gown. And this man said the wife is not on hospital. She's not in hospital. In spa. She's in the spa.
Stroke. Stroke. So a video is not now video. It's a video that say in to shelle to video hospital record we one hospital.
Why don't you mention the reason?
Hospital.
Okay.
Record we one hospital. So that anybody ban need there, if call him produce a doctor report to a sitter. So that in number one.
But the woman, somebody said you don't know when the video was made. It doesn't matter when the video was made. What matters most in the video is that the lady was talking about her abuse in that video. That is what we should look at, not when it was made. But according to people who throw it out, they said it is a recent video. He is now saying it's not recent video. Okay, get a magbolo.
We share to be hospital, but you about hospital to ban on camera to ban sọ̀rọ̀ bí you know ban bí àbí tó ban sọ̀rọ̀ mi bẹ́ẹ̀ kẹ́ lọ mọ̀ pé ìlú Òyìnbó la wà tí wọ́n tó gbé hospital wọ́n mọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ ohun tó gbé hospital so that yín ò ní ṣe pẹ̀lú èmi rárá tí ò kàn mí rárá tí ò kàn mí lọ́wọ́ tí ò kàn mí lẹ́sẹ̀.
If you go and watch the video from the beginning, that woman said she will have called police on him, but she's being very careful. And I think this is where she made mistake. Now the guy is twisting everything. He's twisting everything. He's twisting everything. Ola wani, but I don't know. Olujoke. Problem with nìyẹn. She's saying they are together, but I don't want to believe they are together. If they are together, if they are truly together, when he was doing the video, he would have called the lady and said, sit here. Ìyàwó mi leleyi. Èmi àti ìyàwó mi ò jà, òun ló jókòó tì mí yìí. Why was the wife not in that video? Tọ́n were together. Damage control tí ò make sense in me. Damage control tí ò make sense in me. Òun ni nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn. The lady would have been together with her. I mean with him.
So that could see hospital by into ẹ̀dẹ̀ yẹn kò ń ṣe fídíò ọdún yìí. Kò ń ṣe fídíò ọdún yìí rárá.
Moduni, thank you very much. Either recent video or not, the fact was that he has been abusing her for long. I saw other evidences that is different from this one on another blogger's page. And some people are saying we should not bring this kind of thing out. Abuse is high in our society. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, psychological abuse, financial abuse. A lot of men are doing it. Some women are doing it too. We shouldn't cover things like this. This is to encourage whoever is under that kind of a thing to walk away. They should not stay until their lives end. If anything happens to them, this person will continue. Look at the way this guy dressed after this video circulated 2 days ago. Okosi, Tommy Hilfiger, money finger, Tommy Hilfiger, cap and everything, Okosi designer. Like nothing. As if everything was okay. Who does that? We are not to encourage this kind of a thing in our society. If marriage is not working anymore, pack your load and move. Don't stay until your life will end. Your life can end physically or end mentally. Whereby you are incapacitated, you become vegetable. At that point, whoever put you in that situation will move on. They will move on and leave you to your problem. He is saying there was nothing wrong between them. Then why was the wife? If there was nothing wrong, you are supposed to be together. This is my wife beside me. Okay, somebody said the reason why the guy is out now is because with all his convinces, with all his emissaries, they couldn't convince the lady to stay in till he gets his 10-year PR. So torí PR ló ṣe bọ́ta.
So that around last year, October, I think it's October 2nd, because
look at somebody that said they don't have issues together. He has shot himself in the leg here. He said she had this stroke or the hospital issue around October. You say you are living together, but they have to tell you before you go to visit her and you are living together, who took her to the hospital? When were you not aware that your wife was in hospital? That somebody had to tell you that your wife is in hospital and you have to go later. Mo padà lọ wò nígbà tí mo gbọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn wúwo. Mo padà lọ wò nígbà tí mo gbọ́. Around October ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìgbà tí mo gbọ́, mo padà lọ wò. In other words, I went to see her when somebody told me that she was in hospital. So that means you were not aware and you live together. How can you be living with somebody you won't know they are in hospital? How can you be living with somebody you will not know they are on admission? How are you living with somebody that you don't know they have crisis? How will you be living with somebody? It will take a third party to tell you that the person you are living with is in hospital and this is supposed to be your wife. Shera wa obìnrin. Àwọn obìnrin enablers ni wá. Women are the enablers of this men, of these abusive men. Women. From what you have said, you are not living together. That woman is not with you. And if truly the woman is not with you, and they are trying to bring that woman back, it is nothing other than because of the paper. Go out. If I'm the woman, I keep saying I'm not asking the woman to do anything, no. But this is a typical example of a narcissist man. That is their way. Look at the way it's coming out to do damage control. Knowing you have done a lot in the life of this woman. The woman was stupid too. We agree. The woman even said she didn't know if she had listened to the other wives. Yes, we got to know that she was there when you were abusing the other women. I mean, the other wife. You were there. She was there. She saw you. In fact, I saw a video, but that video was not too clear. So I brought the video down. Where the mother of the children was shouting, "Want to come on me, oh, eba mi gbọ́ mọ́ mi, oh, wọ́n wá come on me, wọ́n fẹ́ come on me, lo." I wasn't too sure what was going on. And I don't want anybody being dragged on that video, so I brought that video down. You are not living together. And if truly this woman has escaped, if she should go back, òun ló fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọkú. Òun ló fẹ́ gbọ́jọ́ ọkú.
It's a normal thing.
Mo padà lọ wò hospital. I went to check her in the hospital later.
Lọ́dọ̀ àwọn doctor. I don't know anything about that. That's number one. Number two, on the second video, tí àwọn èèyàn gbé Yeah, Okanlomo no ya we o fo ori e o ewori e se ri o. Okanlomo.
My darling brother, nobody is saying you break his head. She was showing us. I mean, she was showing the video. We don't know who she sent the video to Jusita. She was showing people where you broke her head. You actually broke her head. Yeah, her head was broken. I don't know whether you broke it. Her head was broken. There was blood coming out. There was blood coming out. Àwọn obìnrin, k'Ọlọ́run ṣàánú wa ni.
Number one, fídíò tí ìwọ ń gbé kiri yẹn tí wọ́n sọ pé bóyá nǹkan tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2022 ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú ilé mi yìí.
Lẹ fi fọ́ra yín lórí.
I'm not ready to say it deeply.
Another one, he shot himself in the leg again. He said the video where we saw a broken head happened 2022. Something happened inside the house. That was what caused the broken head. But he's not ready to tell the public what caused it. What got them to that stage. So ẹ̀yin obìnrin, why will you stay where you are being beaten like this story alone? Why? Why will you stay in a place where you know this person is an abuser? If you did not know from the beginning, I can agree. Some men can lie. Let me not say men. Some men can lie and paint their ex as the bad one. They can lie and tell you stories. They have a way of getting into people's head, especially at your vulnerable moments. I empathize with this lady that this guy got her at a vulnerable moment. Ada Sherere, I didn't see it. Got her at a vulnerable moment. And she fell in love. And she started swallowing all the stories, all the lies, all the stories. But you were able to see some sign. The sign was how he molested and embarrassed the wife. Àwọn àgbàlagbà tó ń pòwe wípé pàṣán tá fi nà yálé ó wà lórí àjà fún yàwó. Wọ́n parọ́. Some people said maybe it is juju. Kí ló tí juju yẹn wá ìhó tí ò hold ẹ̀ dì sí? Why the juju now comot in her body? 2022 títí tó fi ní stroke. Ẹni béèyàn kan bá kú ó kú gbé.
See, I'm not ready to say it deeply.
Kokon, why don't say it?
But not like bóyá mo nà ìyàwó mi. Mi ò ná torí pé mo mọ implication tí yàn bá na obìnrin nílùú èyìnbó. Mo mọ implication yẹn. Mi ò dẹ̀ kí n mú gbó, mi ì mọtí, mi ì mú sìgá. Orí mi ò yí kí wá kí obìnrin mọ́lẹ̀ fún wa lùlú. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí gan mi.
Àwọn àpáta wá rí ẹjẹ́ lọ sórí fídíò yẹn. There was this video tí mo rí again. Gbogbo ojú lady yẹn. Gbogbo ojú lady yẹn ẹ rí àpá pé wọ́n fún ní gbájú. Ní èjì tí mo wà yìí. Èjì tí mo wà yìí. Èèyàn kan á gbá mi lójú. Ọkùnrin kan á gbá mi ní ojú. Á gbá mi ní ojú. Kí ló máa lọ? Kò ní gbá mi. Kò ní gbá ìmí mọ́. Ní èjì yìí. Because Alhaja is in her 50s. A máa wọ ìjàkadì. A máa jọ wọ ìjàkadì nínú ilé. Ní èjì yìí. Níbi tí àwọn ọmọ wà. You have to message me. Don't distract me with what I'm doing. Message me, please.
Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí gan mi kì í ná wọn. Mi kì í ná wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n sábàbí pé kéèyàn gbé kámẹ́rà síwájú kó máa ṣe fídíò. Kó kàn ṣe fídíò fún ara rẹ̀. So that ìyẹn ni ẹ ló mọ reason tó torí ẹ̀ ṣe. Bọ́ tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé gbogbo ohun tí èèyàn bá ń ṣe nínú ìlú yìí tó bá ti lè sọ wípé.
Okay, he said it's not like I beat her. I should okay. Ẹ jẹ́ ẹ sọ sẹ́yìn díẹ̀.
Not ready to say it deeply. But not like bóyá mo nà ìyàwó mi. Mi ò ná torí pé mo mọ implication tí yàn bá na obìnrin nílùú èyìnbó. Mo mọ implication yẹn. Mi ò dẹ̀ kí n mú gbó, mi ì mọtí, Mi mu sìgá, orí mi ò yí, kí wá kí obìnrin mọ́lẹ̀ kí wá lù. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó ṣẹlẹ̀. Kódà àwọn ọmọ tí mo bí gan mi kì í ná wọn. Mi kì í ná wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n sábàbí pé kéèyàn gbé kámẹ́rà síwájú kó máa ṣe fídíò. Kó kàn ṣe fídíò fúnra ara rẹ̀.
Ṣé fídíò lásán ló wá ṣe ni?
Torí ẹ̀ ṣe, bó tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé gbogbo ohun tí èèyàn bá ń ṣe nínú ìlú yìí tó bá ti lè sọ wípé ó ti involve ọlọ́pàá. Tọ́lọ́pàá dẹ̀ ti dá sí, tó dẹ̀ ti investigate, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ ti rí pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn, tó dẹ̀ ti slash ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn dànù pé kò sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ mọ́. So that irú ọ̀rọ̀ bí.
She said it in the video that when police came, she covered up for you. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin kí ló máa ń ṣe yín? In as much as a fẹ́ kán rán yín ọ̀sán lọ sẹ́wọ̀n, but kì í ṣe bí ẹni tó fẹ́ pa yín. Kì í ṣe bí ọkùnrin tó bá ń lù yín tó fẹ́ pa yín náà. Marriage ò ń ṣe do or die affair tí ó bá work. Relationship ò ń ṣe do or die affair. Once you start, the signs are always there. In everything, this man never loved this woman. Pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tèmi gbọ́. Àwọn tó mọ̀ wọ́n ti pè àti gbọ́ àwọn kankan. He never loved her from the beginning. She was the one that got carried away. This kind of men don't love women. They don't love anybody, they love themselves. Wọ́n ọmọ kan tó ń pè ní love. It is what we make the ends make ends to meet, no what after. You covered up for him and you stayed in that marriage. You allowed him to waste how many years of your life for you? Anyway, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Where is your woman?
Right now, today is on the 10th of February, 2025.
Okay.
2025, today is on the 10th. Nothing is going to happen to me. Because my wife never come to social media. Come and say that, Gbabomiyo, Okanlomo Ati I want to lorry video, I want to lorry video. That one is blackmailing.
So are you saying the videos that we are seeing is doctored or what? Are you saying the video is doctored? Hey, àwọn ọkùnrin tó mẹjọ rò wọ́n lé o.
Because gbogbo ilé, gbogbo home pátápátá kò sí ìtò perfect. So that I don't want both of us come to social media, come and say that Gbawa Anja Ella Wa. No one saying that on social media. Kò sẹ́ni tó wá sórí social media wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn tí wọn ò níṣẹ́.
Àwọn tó ò níṣẹ́ is because she is used to your beating. Ó bá ti ìlú tó bá ti fokó di lẹ́nu, á bá tún dákẹ́. She is used to your beating. After beating her, you will calm her down. You will beg her. And she too, she feels her life is finished. That is why she keeps staying with you. There are many women like that, oh. By the time I start exchanging conversation with Pastor Barrister Olumide, hey, now for Barrister Olumide, I know, say, women are, when Barrister Olumide saw this video, I saw his comments. Long epistle where Barrister Olumide puts there. Barrister Olumide said, women, you are the enablers of all these abusers. I say you are right. Because some conversation, if you hear them, woman when man beats, where blood go come out for their body, now them go still tell you, say, is the father of my children, I don't want any case. Now them go carry the matter go. By the time they are ready to step in, they will say, I don't want to talk again. You have settled it. I told Barrister, I said, Barrister Olumide, you are the one enabling, you are enabling these women too. Before they talk to you, make them to pay. Because he's been doing it free of charge. I said, don't do it free of charge for them. When they come, let them pay consultation. Let them pay money for your time that you used to listen to them. If they now want to withdraw, let them withdraw, but you are not losing your time. You are not using your time free of charge. I said they don't deserve it. Many of them don't deserve it. Many of them, they don't. Hey. Uncle, we are not using it to cash cruise. We are using it to talk to the younger ones. We are using it to open the eyes and the ears of as many are in that situation to wake up. We are telling them, never stay under abuse. We are telling them it is not worth it. There is no joy. You can't tell me you are in abusive marriage, you are happy. You can never be happy. How will you be somebody He's slapping you today, he's slapping you tomorrow, he's doing this, kicking you, talking to you anyhow, and you say you are happy. Many of them do not have the courage. That is why we are carrying this kind of video. Many of them do not know that abuse damages. It does not only damage them, it damages the children in that marriage. It damages everybody that is witnessing the abuse. Not only you, they don't abuse Arani. As many that are witnessing it constantly, it is affecting them. And they are going to mingle somewhere with other people. We are not catching cruise. We are letting people know where abuse is real. Verbal abuse is real. Mental abuse is real. Psychological one is real. Physical one is real. We are letting them know. And it is damaging. It is destructive. Even if you are a man, you are abusing a woman in whatever form. Physically, verbally, whatever, and that woman refuses to go, she stays with you. Iru yin le man the serial divorcee. Not only serial divorcee, you can imagine a divorcee that has divorced more than 3 times. Oh, afefe yawo mi in his late 60s. Agbabi rest die and dry smoke. Esheun baba mi. Oh, afefe yawo mi at 60 plus. You will know from the way he's talking, wípé he's an abuser. Kò dìgbà tán bá gbá obìnrin lójú. Kò dìgbà tán bá lu ẹ̀ṣẹ́ bí obìnrin. There are many ways some of you men tẹ́ mọ abuse yẹn ṣe, tẹ́ fi ń ṣe abuse. Emotional abuse yìí wà, and that one is even that can kpai somebody too. Emotionally, abuse obìnrin, máa ṣe manipulation, máa ṣe pẹ́kọrọ, orí obìnrin yẹn fẹ́ yí, kò ní lè really define what is going on. We are letting them know nobody should stay under abuse. Nobody should condone abuse. Not even at any certain stage. Kaima ìwà sọ stage tá wà yìí. Ọdún mélòó ló kù tó fẹ́ fi lórí ayé? At 50 plus. You will now stay at 40 plus igan. You will now stay where wọ́n lù ẹ́ nílùú bàrà. You will now stay where you are going through so much. How can you be happy? Yo, such people, if you have a woman that you are abusing and she stays, she's not staying for peace, oh. She's not staying because she loves you. She's staying because probably she wants something tí o ti fẹ́ get, which is the reason why this woman stayed with this man for so long. Knowing, even before kan tó fẹ́ ra, she knows that he was an abuser. He abused the first wife, lójú ẹ̀, and she went in. It was for a selfish reason. Abuser will stay with an abuser. If a woman is not an abuser, she too will not stay where there is abuse. An abusive woman will stay under an abusive man. Irú wọn lè máa rí tó máa takú tira wọn. They will not go. One, inú ẹ̀ ò dùn. She's crying. She's not happy. In fact, if they can open her mind, she's praying that the man should drop dead, because that is the only thing that can give her joy. She herself is not normal. She's an abuser in another way. Anybody that will stay with somebody that is abusing them, either a man or a woman, and you will be like, for example, there was this guy in one of the people counseling sessions. Tí pay me Ati Barrister Kinima exchange. There was this guy. The wife, he caught his wife with a man, not once, not twice. And he said his life is at risk. Okay, your life is at risk. Go and divorce her. He said he's thinking, if he divorces her, how is he going to move on? And yet he's not happy. Every day, he's tormenting the lady with what she has done. He doesn't want the lady to go, but at the same time, he is not happy with the lady. He keeps complaining. Oh yeah, tell me how many times. How many times did that man perekere you? How many times? Where did he take you to? I have evidence, so. Oh yeah, tell me. Where did that man shekini come? Okay. O de ṣe lè fún mi. Nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn dẹ̀ dùn mí gan. Mo check on sùn gbà tí mo dé. Ṣé wà okay, báwo ni? Feel better. Good. Tí mo yìí ṣe báyìí mi ti fẹ́ ó fine gan. Thank you. An abuser will stay with an abuser. You see, sometimes you think people who are quick to say, when they see things not working, they walk away. Appreciate people like that. It's not working. I can't stay here. And they are not destroying you. They are not looking for ways to destroy you. And they let you know, I'm not happy here. If you cannot change, I can't continue. Appreciate such people. They are people with good hearts. You see those people that are obsessive. Look at the case of Annie Dibia. In the process of not wanting Two-Face to go, look at the damages she has done in their lives. She damaged Two-Face. Two-Face career went down. She has damaged herself too. In other words, she is an abuser. Two-Face was an abuser. Both of them stayed together. Two-Face was an emotional abuser, sleeping with anything and anybody. She was not happy with it. Instead of saying, I can't go on with this and leave, she hung on. She hung on. Very obsessive. She held on. I will not let you go. Those are the kind of women that always say, Kakake kuma jesese, amafi shawadanu. If I don't have you, nobody else will have you. And those kind of women or men, at the end of the day, is either one will fight for the other or one will become handicapped for the other one. When you see a partner that is not happy and tell you I'm not happy, I think we should go our separate ways. Appreciate them. They have good hearts. They are not abusive. They are not obsessive. Because obsession does not bring anything good. And Two-Face and Annie Dibia are typical example. And this is another perfect example of obsession. How can you stay? A man is doing this to you, beating you blue black, in the presence of the children, and you refuse to go. In other words, nobody must have him if I don't have him. That is a crazy mentality. You are only destroying yourself. As a man, as a woman, if I don't have you, nobody must have you. Torí pé kí nìyẹn? If she doesn't want you, if he doesn't want you, pa can go. Let them go. Because there is no how you will stay in that kind of environment, in that kind of relationship. Inú ẹ ò lè dùn, ó lè lálàáfíà. You can never have peace. You can never have joy. So what are you doing there? You will not have joy. The person will not have joy. Oh, abusers are the only one who condone abusers. If you are not an abuser, you will not condone or enable an abuser. So if you are looking at me, you are with somebody abusing you, and you refuse to go, you yourself, go and check yourself. You are not normal. Before you will come out and say, that man is an abuser, he is a narcissist. You will go narcissist in here. If you are not a narcissist, you will not stay with a narcissist. You will not enable a narcissist. You will not embrace a narcissist. You will not condone a narcissist. You will not be comfortable staying with a narcissist. You will wonder, what is going on? In fact, if you are not a narcissist yourself too, if you are not an abuser, because so many people, their character is hidden. They will not do the abuse directly. Their character is hidden. People will not know on time. And they will see they are not happy in a place, but they will not go. They will stay there. And when they are there, in their mind of mind, they are already abusing the man too. In their mind of mind, they are abusing the woman too. Not directly, in their mind. You know, there are some things that people will not be able to say out. Maybe because of Komag Bablo or Komag Bagbaju. The man is abusing you. And in your mind, you are wishing him evil. In your mind, you are wishing that man will go out and he will not come back. Because you feel that is the only antidote for you to be set free. You feel that is the only way for you to be set free. That is not the way to set free. The best way to set free is to sum up courage. Pack your load and leave. Beshen cope pẹ̀lú abuse ò tí yé mi. How you cope with abuse, I don't understand it. I agree. There is no perfect marriage. There is no perfect relationship. It is not going to be rosy all through. It is not going to be smooth all through. But it should not be a regular thing. And it should not get to the extent of abuse. You will have disagreements. You will have issues. You will have quarrels. It is normal. If it now graduates to the extent of abuse in any way, and you stay put. You stay put. You keep enduring. You keep enabling. You keep managing. You yourself, you will become an abuser before you know it. And you will be abusing the partner too. So when two abusers are together, both of them are abusing themselves. Not only one party. When abusers stay together for years, both of them are abusing themselves. One party cannot abuse the other without the other doing the same thing. For example, there is this couple I used to know. The husband, the wife, I want to abuse his mouth. Verbal abuse. The husband, na physical one. And both of them refuse to let go of each other. They are together, they stay together. Today, it has affected their children. You know, you see, when you stay inside abuse or you are abusing your partner in the presence of your children, you are doing yourself. And there are signs to these abusers. If you can just be alert to it, don't fall in love. When they say love is blind, love is not blind. You are the one that refuses to see. Love is not blind. Love have eyes. Are you not the one loving somebody? So are you telling me your eyes cannot see? Are you not the one loving somebody? Are you telling me your ears cannot hear? You are the person that loves somebody. You are not blind. You see. You see the signs. The signs are there. All these kind of abusers, they are controlling. Abusers do not give you space. Abusers will be on your neck. Abusers want to have their way. Abusers will feel you are not worth talking. Abusers will tell you you should. They are the one that is easy for them to tell a woman to shut up. And for the women, they are the one that they can easily insult their partner. I always say, how does it become easy for partners to insult themselves? Pé báwo lẹ ṣe ń dé stage yẹn. Ọjọ́ tí n bá insult ẹni tí mò ń fẹ́, fẹ́ra mọ́ ni. Kò sí nǹkankan láàrin wa mọ́. Mo ti cut ties ni. Á dẹ̀ ní nǹkan tó ṣe. Á ní ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ. Tí mo máa ti endure kí n tó fún ní èsì. But kò sí nǹkankan láàrin wa mọ́. Ẹni tó bá yìí ń gorí mi ò lè insult ẹ̀. I can't. Insult, by the time it gets to insult stage, kò sí nǹkankan mọ́. Kò sí feelings as far as I'm concerned. So I always wonder, how do you insult each other? Tẹ́ máa ṣépè fúnra yín, tẹ́ máa búra yín, tẹ́ máa bú yàrá yàrá yín, and you still sleep with each other. How do you do it? Ẹ tún lóyún in the process. Ẹ tún bí àìmọye ọmọ. There was one of these enablers that Barrister was asking question. Barrister said, love is not blind. Marriage is not an eye-opener. When people are dating, my sister Rafiat, we see those red signs. Red flags are always there. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká tanra wa. We always ignore, thinking the person is going to change. People come to you with their character. And when you get married, they are going into that marriage with the character. They are not going to leave the character. It is them. And that is why they encourage dating. Date people to know who they are. Some people will behave that they are not womanizer. You will think they are saints. If you take time to date them, you will see. But we ignore all these red signs. Some are liars, smooth liars. You will not know. By the time you date, you will know. It is better. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. These signs are there. And you can ask me, somebody like me made a mistake. So anybody can make that mistake. We ignore those red signs. We see it. But we make excuses. We make excuses when we see it. Oh, maybe it's not this. Maybe it's that. Maybe it doesn't mean it. You will not even ask questions when you see those red signs. To ask the person, this is happening. Why is this happening? You will say you don't want to cause quarrel. You will just swallow those red signs, red flag, and you will put it aside. And you know what? Abusers, narcissist people, they play on people's emotions. They know how to get you. Once they do something now that can make you change your mind, the next minute they are love bombing you. The next minute they are loving you, and you'll be so confused. When you meet anybody or you are in a relationship with anybody that this minute is abusing you, the next minute is behaving like somebody too loving, run for your life. They are narcissists. They are abusers, and they are smart at that game. This minute, the person, either man or woman, is behaving like somebody, and the next minute, they are acting very, very loving. Be very careful. Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay, the speaker is working. They are trying to disrupt the show. These red flags are there. We ignore it. A smooth liar is dangerous. If you say love is blind, that means you did not date the person. That means immediately you met the person, you marry. That is when you can say love is blind. But if you date somebody and you took time, you were together for a while, don't come and say love is blind. Love is not blind. You saw, you ignore. You saw, you ignore. Some of these women, while they are dating, nothing lumo. But they ignore. They make excuses. Before you can say love is blind. That means immediately you meet the person, within 2 months, you marry. Then I'll say, okay, you didn't take your time, so you didn't see the signs. That can happen. But if you take your time, you date somebody within 1-2 years, no, character is like a smoke. Character is like a smoke. It will come out. And the more you stay with this kind of people, the more you are damaging, the more you are being damaged, the more you are being messed up. The more you stay with them. You cannot stay with an abuser or a narcissist, you will not become one. It's not possible. If you stay too long with them. It's not possible. When you stay too long with this kind of people, before you know it, you are acting exactly like them. Before you know it, you are behaving exactly like them. There's no how. Joseph, when I'm talking, I mean both. I'm talking about both genders. Somebody said, Auntie, what about churches that say dating and courtship is just within 6 months? Is that enough to know someone's real character? Ekechi Adebong, this is why they said the highest rate of divorce is coming from church now. The highest rate of divorce is from church people. You will hear this one. We were both workers in the church. You will hear that one. We go to the same church. You will hear that one. It was from this church. Jim churches, oh. We have a lot of records of all these divorces going on. Jim churches. Not, I'm talking about all these ones, they call themselves fire spitting, stone glashing, Holy Ghost filled churches. Divorce is coming more from them than anyway. Domestic violence is coming from them than anyway. Because they marry without knowing each other. Not knowing each other. They don't allow them to date, to know each other. They will say they should not see each other. Do you know some are not allowed to see each other outside the church? If they have to see themselves, it has to be outside the church. Tell me how somebody outside wants to exhibit their real character. Real character can only be exhibited when two of you are together. When you have become very familiar with each other. If you are still toasting each other, you are still talking. The real character doesn't come out. The real truth doesn't come out. The man will play nice. The woman will play nice. But as time goes on, as time is going, you will begin to see who that person is. You will begin to see how that person reacts. You will begin to see the kind of anger management, anger level, whatever that person has. Then you can see, can I cope with this? Is this normal? Does this person need help? What is making this person to trigger? Okay? You want to look at the trigger. What is making this person trigger? Is it something I can adapt to? Is it something I need to change on my own side? But if it's somebody that just gets upset for no reason, for small trivial things, the person is getting upset, is talking anyhow, either a man or a woman. There was a video we saw where one lady carried a knife and was trying to stab the husband, and the husband carried a pillow, a cushion, the chair cushion, and was trying to save himself. I said this lady is not just doing this for the first time. While they were dating, if you are dating a woman, and that is why they say test people you are dating. I let men do it, and I think women should be doing it too. Feel their pulse, know the kind of person they are, their anger level. A woman that will be upset and talk carelessly is enough to show you that kind of woman, when she become wife, she go break your head. A man that when you are dating can talk carelessly because you have little quarrel and talk to you anyhow, disrespect you. You should know when you marry, it will do worst. It's as simple as ABC. You dated, Abi. It is not as if under 3 months you marry, or under 4 months, or you didn't get to see each other regularly for long distance. It is not that. You see each other. You talk regularly. There is reason for you to do things together. Even if it is long distance, you have to do some things together. In the process, you see the way the person is behaving or the way the person is talking. Those are signs you look out for. You will have quarrels. You will have issues. Sometimes you know, it's so unfortunate that lady found herself where she was. And like I was telling somebody, I said that lady messed up herself. I said when she became 40, she saw her situation. She lives here in America. There are times you need to be proactive about your life. You have to be very intentional about your life. It is your life. And this is what I tell women. You've tried 1 or 2 relationships, you have been married once or twice, it's not working, and you're at a certain age, go and do the needful. Go and do the needful. I don't know why relationship is becoming so toxic, so discouraging, but there are still good ones out there. There are still good ones out there. There is no perfect. No perfect. But there are good ones. They will have quarrel. But if you look at all these things, it's all about how each other respects each other, or somebody not trying to use the other. For this kind of a particular situation, the man was trying to use the woman. If you go into a relationship with selfish motive, it will always end bad. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi kún. Kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ fi kún. Kò sí. There's nothing you want to add to it. You go into a marriage or into a relationship because you want to use the other person or for selfish purpose. It will pack up eventually because the motive will come out. The drive for that, your selfishness, will rear its ugly head, and that is what you will be working with in that relationship. It will take a mumu partner not to know pé eléyìí user eléyìí ó ní nǹkan tó bá wá. In the case of this kind of woman, it was obvious. A man came into your life, told you he's been married, he has kids from other women. Oh, béèrè questions. Okay, ó béèrè questions ó sàwọn kankan. Ó wá gbé ẹ jọ lọ bá ìyàwó tó ń fẹ́ jà. Why will you even follow a man to do that? Òun àti ìyàwó ló ní problem kò kún ẹ̀. Why will you follow him to go and do that? Débi pé wá gbé ẹ sórí social media. Tó bá ti wá ń bá àwọn èèyàn jà wá support ẹ̀. You see, somebody said my ex was abusive. I stayed because I stayed for that long because I thought he would change. Abusers don't change, and that is why you see many of them, they are serial divorcee. They don't change. It is who they are. Abusers do not change. Narcissists do not change. That is how they know how to do things. Òun ló dáfá fún the kind of obvious tí mo fi síbẹ̀ yẹn 60 plus. Kò má níyàwó lé. Kò yìí máa try up and down. Kò máa ṣe try and error. You are now asking a woman, what are you bringing to the table? Níwọ̀n tó ti liquidate tán. Ó ti liquidate already. Okay, Labax, I can see it now. I have a story. I was married for 14 years. I moved from London to join my husband. I stayed in my marriage for that long just because I didn't want to embarrass my mother because of my father's side. I lost my father when I was 16 years. My mother raised us by herself. So you were scared of being a single mother. That is always the fear. Nobody should be afraid of that kind of a thing. Baba no regrets. Àwọn baba no regrets yẹn pọ̀. Ìmí go tí was 60 tó ti di baba no regrets. And how do you know? The way they talk, the way they behave. You wá mọ̀ wípé lè tó bá máa fi wọ 60 plus, tó bá máa fi wọ 70. I've read it Labax. At what age ó ń bèrè lọ́wọ́ obìnrin tó wà established pé what are you bringing to the table? Ṣé ọmọ ló fẹ́ bá tọ́jú ni? Hi son, how are you? Mo wá kọ́ mi. Báwo ni story ó pọ̀? Ó ti bólẹ̀ gidi. Whoa. Àwọn bàbá no regret wọ́n pọ̀. You are a serial divorcee. Kí ló ń jẹ́ káwọn obìnrin máa fi ẹ́ sílẹ̀? Wọ́n wá matchmake wà àtèèyàn kan kẹ́ fẹ́ ra yín. Ó wá ń béèrè question. Nígbà tẹ́ bá wá wọ demurrage. Tẹ́ ti di tẹ́mù. Àwọn tẹ́mù yẹn dẹ̀ pọ̀ ń lo òyìnbó. There are plenty in abroad. There are plenty. There don't dey plenty for Nigeria too, according to what I heard. They don't dey plenty for Nigeria too because Nigeria women too. They don't want wahala again. And if they have to enter wahala, it must be with correct money. So they don't want to enter wahala. Or maybe women that are looking for children and then will manage them. When I have some men that will tell me in Nigeria, they say they don't get wife. I say, kí ló dé níyàwó, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? They will say, àwọn obìnrin yẹn ni wọ́n fẹ́ jókòó mọ́ wọ́n fẹ́ jókòó kẹ̀ bọ́n láwọn wọ́kọ̀ àwọn serious jèrè at what age lóbìnrin ò ní serious fọkùnrin wọ́n serious wọn ọ̀rẹ́dí àti gbàgbàkúgbà ìtẹ́fẹ́ bá fi lọ wọ́n ni ẹ mọ̀ pé láìkí control ẹ̀yìn ọkùnrin which one is Shin and Temu àwọn onígẹ̀ àwọn try and error àwọn tó wà ní grade D àtàwọn tó ń gba F9 those are the Shin and Temu men and women, men especially, and then plenty for abroad, then plenty here. Some of them, as them plenty rich, if they want to go for holiday, now only then they go for holiday. I don't want the trouble of any woman. I don't want the stress of any woman. Me, the first sọ̀rọ̀ sáwọn ọkùnrin o, ẹ má bínú. Then plenty o, especially for London. I hope there is no London men on my page this evening. Then plenty for London. They don't enter them rich. They don't liquidate. Wọ́n wá ń dágbé. Ẹ má bínú. Bóbìnrin ṣe pọ̀ tó. Ọkùnrin á máa dágbé for years. Check yourself. Go and check yourself. You have problem. At the end of the day, na Temu women you go carry and Shin. F9 women, na him go end up with you. It doesn't matter if the person is young or old. Because you have, ibi tó ti ń ṣa ẹ̀wà, ó ti ṣẹ̀wà gidi mọ́ kòkòrò. Ó ti ṣa kòkòrò mọ́ ẹ̀wà gidi, àbí àwọn ṣe máa sọ. At the end of the day, how can somebody tell me they have been divorced for the past 17 years, 15 years as a man, 14 years, 10 years as a man? Thank you, Uchechukwu, what I ordered versus what I got. And at the end of the day, such men, ẹ má jẹ́ àsọ̀rọ̀ jù. Wọ́n ti sopi títí agídí ni kìíní máa fi dìde. Ẹ má bínú o, àwọn Londoner láwọn wà ń bí. Make una no vex. Some might have suffered from trauma from the previous marriage. People respond to trauma differently. Fún ọdún mẹ́wàá, they better go and see therapist. They better go and see therapist. If you know you have suffered trauma, go and seek therapist. Go and seek help. Because at the end of the day, you cannot tell me you are not carrying girlfriend. You will be changing girlfriend like clothes. You will be changing girlfriend like clothes. At the end of the day, now bad one you go come carry. When you see good one, you will not recognize it because you have been traumatized. And you have not healed from your trauma. If any man, any woman is traumatized here, go and see therapist. Because when you see a good one, you will not know. You will even misbehave. But what, Sherry, all this trauma is a lie. They are just enjoying that most of them are just enjoying that single life where they can change women like clothes because they know women are available now. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you will still end up being lonely in later life. At the end of the day, the women that you think will not leave you will now leave you. Because you chose wrongly. When you saw good one, you could never recognize it. And somebody said, I want London men, one baddest. They are here too. One up on Bino. If somebody can say, I've been a widow for 20-something years, oh, they're very aware me. How can you be a widow? When you see somebody, I have been a widow for 40-something, men, you're not women. Women's case is different. How can a man say I've been a widow for 30-something years, 20-something years, 15 years, and you don't have a wife? Or I've been a divorcee for 15 years. Take your time to know that person. Don't rush. There must be something about that person. It's either he's a player. Because how can you be comfortable living alone? It's either the person is a player or kò mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe or ó sì kì fún rẹ̀. Ó sì kì fún rẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ ń ṣe ni. Something is wrong in it.
My name is Ati Alhaja. I'm a video director and TV producer of Okanlomo on African Magic. Keep watching Drivetv.
Olólùfẹ́ Drivetv àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí Fẹ́mi Sola ẹ máa wo Drivetv. Keep watching Drivetv.
My name is Wole Agba. Taking this time out to tell you all that you keep watching Drivetv. What drive ẹ̀wọ̀n ní ògo ẹ̀? What drive ẹ̀wọ̀n fulfilment? What drive ẹ̀wọ̀n ní tó bá lọ? Ó ní iṣẹ́ rìn. Ibi ni kò máa wò Drivetv. TV. Thank you, Chloe.
Drive TV, driving you around the world.